obviously it's my favorite AI agent product because I've been working on it for over a year. It's available on all the different kinds of channels, and we are actually working on the people can call your AI agent. You can put a chatbot on your website. You can get like WhatsApp or Messenger, and you can actually get people to install an app on the mobile phone, so they can talk to the AI agent easily to ask questions, and you can embed or just link to your AI agent, or you can even do a kiosk, right? Just put a kiosk in your reception area, and so when people are coming in, they can actually talk to it.
Hi, my name is Dimitri Panici, and I'm a content creator, agency owner, and AI enthusiast. You're listening to the AI Agents podcast, brought to you by Jotform, and featuring our very own CEO and founder, Ida Tank. This is the show where artificial intelligence meets innovation, productivity, and the tools shaping the future of work. Enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the AI Agents podcast. In this episode, we're going to dive into the different examples of AI agents that you might not have heard of, and a lot of them actually do come from episodes that we've created before, but this is going to be a nice roundup as to what are the different types of AI agents that exist in the world that we live in now. Heidekin, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. When we talk to people in our audience, people who follow our podcast, one of the things we hear from them is like they love the demos and they love like seeing real AI agents in action. And it's just like, when you look at all these videos on YouTube or, all these podcasts, like there's all this generic talk, but people want to actually see the real values. They want to see the real thing. And that's why we wanted to do that in this episode. Most of the things we already gave these examples. So we picked top 7 AI agents that really impressed us, and we wanted to feature them today with real demos, real examples, and I think it's going to be an exciting show.
Yeah, I'm really excited. But before we dive into the AI agents that exist in the world and the examples that are there, what about the most important one, the one that we have at Jotform?
Yeah, it's so when we are recording this one, it's March 25th, so it's exactly a month after we released Jotform AI Agents. So it's already a month old, our baby, Jotform AI Agents baby. It's doing great. It's doing great. So one thing we discovered after we launched the product, when we looked at the usage, we discovered that we are actually the biggest user of our own product. We are consuming like 40% of all the conversations at Jotform, because our Jotform support is like we have been using our product within our own support, and we are our biggest user. We are really top user, and that means that like we have an advantage to be able to improve our product, because we already have millions of users at Jotform, and we need to be able to answer their questions. And when we use our own product, it's an opportunity to improve it. And then we focus on our own usage, improving it. Like we are seeing increases in resolution rates. Like everything we do, it improves the product. Yeah, like for example, like we are trying different LLMs, right? For example, Gemini has been doing better recently. So we are switching like most of the users to Gemini.
Oh wow! Okay.
And because it's just for some reason, it's just giving much better performance. I mean, I think the reason is actually 2.0, the Flash, and the new one is actually even better. The new one is experimental mode, so we are not really using it in production, but it seems to be doing even better. So it's just like when we use it ourselves, like we have an opportunity to improve it. We have like 15 to 20 Jotform support employees. All they do is like whole day they just read the conversations between AI, or they listen to the conversations between the AI and Jotform users. and then they flag, okay, the AI made a mistake here, or if the AI gives a wrong answer. So they are constantly updating the knowledge base, constantly updating the product. And we actually made a huge improvement in our RAG system. The embedding system is just completely changed because we actually discovered the problems, because we were actually using it ourselves. So yeah, I mean, it's very exciting. It's still a baby. It's still 1 month old for us, but it's doing pretty well. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
let's get into the show. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to dive into it. We have a good breakdown of a couple different ones here. To get started, I'm going to show you something that we did show in a couple other episodes, or well, one other episode when we were doing a breakdown of how you can get started just as a new business owner. And I know for me, as the as the last time we discussed this, I had a really funny conversation with this, but voice AI agents is the name of the game here. So this is voice OS. There's a fair amount of voice agents that do exist. However, this one I found had a really human-like style to it. So there's a bunch of different agents in the place, in the space. Jotform actually has a voice capability. However, what I found really interesting about this is it added the human touch via, as you can see, there's a make a call option here. What you'll hear in a couple seconds. If I press make a call, pretend like I'm calling a food delivery place, i.e. a pizza place. Let's give it a sec on the phone. All right, so I have this call going now.
Okay.
Hey there.
Dave's Pizza Shop speaking. How can I help you?
What's up, Dave's? I like what you're doing here at Dave's. I want a large pie. I want it to be deep dish. I want double sausage. And if I can get some giardiniera on that, that'd be great.
Great choice. A large deep dish pizza with double sausage and giardiniera coming right up. Would you like anything else with your order?
Yeah, I want to order the breadsticks. And you got any chicken wings?
Absolutely. I'll add an order of breadsticks and chicken wings to your order.
What kind of flavor?
How many pieces of chicken wings would you?
What kind of flavors you got?
We offer a variety of flavors for our chicken wings, including classic buffalo, BBQ, garlic parmesan, and honey mustard.
Okay, could I get a 8 buffalo?
Of course. I'll add 8 buffalo chicken wings to your order. Is there anything else you'd like to add or modify?
I don't know. Do you recommend anything? I got a big family. I need to feed them. The dog in the background.
Dog.
It's a great way to feed everyone with a variety of options. Would you like me to add that to your order?
What would you like to add to my order?
I'm sorry, I'm an AI assistant. I apologize for the confusion. Would you like to add anything else to your order, or are you all set with the large deep dish pizza, breadsticks, and buffalo?
I think I'm good with that. How much is that going to cost? It doesn't have pricing probably because it's a demo. It's probably to figure it out. That's funny. Okay, we tested I mean, to be fair, I think it would if it was a real bot. I mean, this is just a demo. It's probably not going to have the made up deep dish example that I gave it. So this is pretty cool though. We're in a world where very soon a lot of companies are going to offload order taking and stuff like that from pizza shops, from cookie bakeries to oil change places. Like, I don't know about you, but I like the human experience, sure. But also when I'm ordering to get a pizza, like, I don't care. That's why I started ordering online.
What I love about this is the small touches, like the dog, and like that noise in the background and the voice, and like just I love it. And you know that we try to do like so many of those small touches with Jotform AI agents as well. Give it an avatar, give body language and the smiling faces, things like that. So far, in terms of voice, we are not as good as them. Hopefully, we will get there. but we had like so much fun with this demo. That's why we wanted to feature them again. Yeah.
Yeah, it made me laugh pretty hard. I think it'll be good when the language models start getting better. I know OpenAI just released a new voice model. We'll be making a update episode on that soon on the podcast. I will say products like OpenAI and 11 Labs have released improvements to their voice, and it's going to sound better and better as the year goes on. So I'm really excited to see what they have for us. But now on to the next category. We have deep research agents, which we're going to show you the latest and greatest from, we just talked about Gemini, and here it is again.
Yeah. So this is Gemini Deep Research. You covered ChatGPT's deep research in a recent episode. That was also great. But I had great experiences with Gemini's deep research, especially with the latest version. So I wanted to cover that today. So this actually, when you look at this, so this actually looks like regular ChatGPT. So why do we cover it as an AI agent? It's actually an AI agent because it's basically, it's not just like, you don't just ask a question and get an answer. It actually goes and creates a report for you and actually shows you what it does. So because it can take a long time while creating the report, I actually recorded this, and I'm going to share a recording of this. So this is a video of the recording. I'll start from the beginning. So Gemini Advanced 2.0 Flash. And then when you're actually prompting, there is this deep research button. And if you actually just say research, you don't have to click on this button. When you start with research or include research somewhere, it will also do the research as well. So basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to give a big task where it needs to look at many pages, maybe hundreds of different web pages. So I prompted research AI agents in customer service. The report must include a list of 100 AI agents. It should also categorize them into 3 to 5 main categories. So let's see how it turned out. So once I did that, because I mentioned research, it understood that I was talking about research. So as you can see, deep research is now selected, and then it created a plan here. And it gives me an option to update this plan if I wanted to change this plan. It's going to search for things. It's going to find list of directories of different AI customer service products. So it's going to just do all these 8 different things, and then it will analyze the data and then create a report basically. And it's all free right now. You can just go to Gemini, google.com and start using this. So just like the demo we did for Manus, basically here on the left side we see the prompt area, and on the right side we see this window where we see what's happening. So right now it's actually thinking. So it's showing what it's thinking here, and here it's showing the progress. The first thing it did was it decided that it needs to understand AI agents. I'm starting my research by looking into what exactly constitutes as an AI agent in the context of customer service. So it starts that way. And then it's going to explore different types of AI agents, like chatbots, virtual assistants, voice assistants. And then next, it's going to search for directories of AI customer service solutions. So it started its research with these products, like Salesforce, probably Agentforce, like Zendesk, AWS, Microsoft. It did some initial research here. It defined AI agents, and let's stop here. And it decided on key characteristics, like they're goal-oriented, focused on resolving customer issues. So basically, it's thinking like before it starts the research, it's actually deciding what it's going to research. It's going to decide what it's going to research. So it started with the research. The other website here, I'm actually at the top. That's why we don't see it. But basically, it's just going to different websites. As you can see on the left side, researching 36 websites right now. And it's deciding on the categories, different categories for the AI agents researching.
Mm-hmm.
And it continues like this. We can move forward a little bit. Finding lists, exploring different providers, gathering agent names. So it continues its research. I'm moving fast here. Okay, the report is almost ready here. So as you see here, it shows, it says show thinking. And once it finishes this report, it's gonna show the report here. Now the report is ready. So now in the report, it gave it a title, The Rise of Intelligent Automation, an examination of AI agents in customer service. So it started with an introduction, then it defined AI agents in customer service,
Mm-hmm.
and then landscape of different AI agent types. And it defined different categorizations, reflex agents. I never heard of them before, but it categorized them that way as well. Model-based reflex agents. Goal-based agents. So basically, it created a list of AI agents. It gathered information about them, and it decided to categorize them into different buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Learning agents. And then other classifications: conversational agents, virtual assistants, task-oriented AI agents, agentic AI systems. And obviously, like the most important part is like the creating that list.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed because that 100 AI agents for customer service didn't actually include Jotform AI agents.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed, but it's a new product, so it's not mentioned everywhere. It's basically doing research and then gathering information, and based on those referrals. So probably it didn't find mentions of Jotform AI agents, so it didn't include it. And so that's going to be interesting to do this research in the future to see if we'll get it, if it will cover it in the future. So here is the 100 AI agents for customer service it found. And basically, you can actually see, let me go a little bit back. So you can see AI agent name here, and then the provider company name here, and then the category it selected for this agent is here. So, for example, Raya is made by Teammates AI, intelligent and personalized support agents category.
And I'm pretty sure this looks up like when I did it myself, this looks up hundreds of pages. I think the number's insane. I think it actually looks up. What I found was interesting between this versus ChatGPT is it actually looks up more sources and gives a shorter response, which pros and cons to it. I noticed that there's some nice things where you can export it to a Google Doc really easy. You can export tables into Excel. I should say Google Sheets. So there's a lot of nice little integration bits with the Google ecosystem that's very prevalent in Gemini that I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm. So it really includes hundreds. And the great thing is like with Gemini, you can actually export the whole thing into a Google Docs, or when it includes a table, it can actually export that to Google Sheets as well. So you can, let's say, you are doing a research about, like, if you are doing sales, if you need to, find companies who is actually doing something, so you can do an outreach. Like if you're doing sales, right? You can do your deep research, make it create the list, and then put it on an Excel spreadsheet, and then contact them if you want to do sales, for example. So yeah, I mean, this is the Gemini deep research, and it's pretty useful. And like you can use it in different ways. I think it's just like it gives you like so many more capabilities, because you can, like, whatever is like, if you gave it to an employee, right, it would take hundreds of hours to do something like this, because like that, someone has to do the research, put it on the documents, and you just get that in 10 minutes, right? Instead of spending
Exactly.
hundreds of hours, you can do research in 10 minutes. So it just requires a mindset change. Like you need to start thinking like, I can research anything, anytime I want. Like if you start thinking like that, then it's just it opens up so many things. Like you can reach any information anytime. It's just so much higher level than Googling something, or like ChatGPT in something. Basically, you can get results, and you can move down to spreadsheet and use other AI agents to do other things and combine them together to accomplish lots of things. So this opens up, these deep research products opens up so many opportunities.
You're absolutely right. I mean, that's a great point. For all intents and purposes, entry level people doing the research gonna do a similar job, And I think that's the incredible stuff with a lot of these AI tools is we're noticing more and more that these entry level positions and these basic data entry or data retrieval tasks are being automated, or so I should say, AI agentically removed from the equation. So it's pretty cool. So that was deep research. You can find a full episode on Gemini very soon on the channel. And also we have a video on ChatGPT's deep research if you want to check that out as well. So we will be covering more of those in the future as more models are released. I'm sure Claude will drop one at some point. Perplexity would be a good one to cover too, because I think they have one as well. So we're going to cover all these types of things on the AI Agents podcast. So if you are someone who is interested in keeping up to date with all those things, make sure to leave us a follow. This is my obligatory follow and review request for the episode, and it's a nice inflection point for it. So please leave us a follow on the various platforms and your favorite podcast platform specifically. And if you're more of a video person, check us out on YouTube and make sure to leave a subscription there for us as well. Now getting into the next list item here, we have my favorite chat tool, which is in the category of knowledge base and persona based AI agents. So Text Cortex kind of looks a little bit just like a ChatGPT-ish interface, right? Just a chat interface. However, it is different for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it has some of its own custom tools, which is nice and that sort of thing. But what we're really focusing on is this knowledge section here. I'm not going to get too into the weeds of how I can make it, work and the fancy stuff I have behind the closed doors. We have specific episodes on that on the channel. However, if you're somebody who really wants to interact with a chat that knows things about topics, it's a lot easier to implement knowledge bases using Text Cortex. So if I go to the left-hand side of the screen here, you'll see I have 106 megabytes out of 100 gigabytes used. This essentially is going to be all of the different documents that I've added to it. Let me just refresh. It's a bit of a load bug, but this is essentially all the different documents that I have inside of my account. The knowledge base is filled with a bunch of folders where essentially I've given it different categories of things, right? So for example, this is a pretty basic one. For those of you who are aware, I run a content agency, and here I actually have some insights as to what my company is, like business structure, the plans for growing, the vision, that kind of stuff. And these are all in PDFs, which is great. However, I can also add things like web URLs. So I specifically, for the purposes of this demo, deleted the links to my website from here so I could add them back in. So for example, this is a URL. I also can do a bulk upload by grabbing a file and adding multiple of them. And I can add multiple URLs at once if I'd like, but I can press enter here, and that's one. So that's a specific landing page. I can add the overall page as well. And that would be essentially the landing page, the specific page, both get added. And how this works is essentially, as we talked about previously in this show, retrieval augmented generation. It's essentially, you have PDFs or text that kind of works in between the prompt that you ask and the output that you get. So the nice thing about this tool is if I go to new chat, I can go to knowledge and I can ask RP business structure. I can pick whatever model I want, which is nice. There's like pretty much everything out there. They actually just added Grok, which is really cool. I was shocked. I didn't even know Grok really was working in the API game because they kind of gatekeep that. And it's, I don't know if you've noticed, but X APIs have gotten expensive, but that's a tangent. Sorry.
Are you able to try it? Compare?
Yeah, I'll try it with Grok. Why not? Yeah, I might as well.
Cool. You can try it.
Yeah, because I've never yet done it yet. So I'm going to ask here, what is the company vision at Rise Productive? And what services do they offer, right? So this is based off the PDFs I have. And what you'll see is it's going to search the knowledge that it has and then give you the sources at the top. So you can see this right here. If I click on it, is that vision doc. And I can open it up in a new tab and you'll see it pulled from this document that I gave it.
That's actually my favorite feature. Like there are also tools that allows you to search in a knowledge base. What makes Text Cortex really successful is like they allow you to put like so much more data, like their limit, huge limits, but also like when they give answers from your own data, like they can actually like highlight on the right side, as you see right now, exactly on which document, on which sentence, it's actually pulling that data from, like the reference. And that's a huge feature.
You're absolutely right, Aydekin. That's a big one for me too. Like if I'm going to give it some more room here so I can zoom in, so I can go here, you'll see it gives the actual highlighted text. That's not something you often find. You also can even search inside of the PDF as well here, which is cool. But these little numbers show where things were searched at and what documents they were found in, which is cool. So yeah, it gives a nice breakdown here, what the company vision is and what services are provided and all that kind of stuff, and gives you all of the receipts on the bottom, as you can imagine, between the links to the website and much, much more. So I'm a huge fan of this product. And not only that, but another really cool thing it can do outside of just knowledge bases, it's kind of in a similar vein to what you guys have at Jotform AI Agents. There's this thing called personas, which is cool. I built out a myriad of different personas. Long story short, there's a knowledge base for pretty much anything here that you'll see in the personas. And I try to pair the knowledge base that's like good advice on a topic or good research on a topic with a persona that's been trained on it. So I essentially made a bunch of different prompts that when you make a persona, you add a name, and then it asks what's the purpose. And then after it asks what the purpose is, it has more questions. And what I'll do at the beginning of the process is I'll ask using a empty chat with like no persona, but with the knowledge base of the info. Answer this question for me if you were building an AI persona about, or for like, for example, tutorial Tom, I make tutorials. So I'm trying to get into scripting a little bit. So it's like, here's a knowledge base of how to write good scripts. Let me make a persona that then actually knows how to write good scripts. So then it is like an AI agent essentially with a bunch of different rules to always do or never do so that the writing style is better. Because, everyone knows prompt engineering is the whole thing, but what this does is essentially gets rid of the really long-winded prompt engineering you usually have to do in ChatGPT to get it to sound a certain way. And between this and the knowledge base that has good advice as well, it's like a nice starting point. I think my favorite one that I have is actually funny. I don't have to prompt in,
Yeah, Alex Hormozy.
Yes, AI Hermosi is my favorite one. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. So I gave, he gives me business advice between,
let's invite him to the podcast.
Oh, we should, right? Yeah. AI Hermosi, what's up? You want to come on the podcast? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But my favorite one here is pretty cool. I made a persona that's good at prompting. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but there's an actual good format for making prompts. And I was having trouble with people on the team or myself forgetting. You should just, if you want something to happen, it should be in a good format. So for example, give me a request for something you want to do with AI. So just in general.
Something I want to do with AI, everything.
Everything. No. So say you're trying to okay, let's use improve the sounding of an email or writing an email, right?
Mm-hmm.
So make me a prompt for responding to an email in a personable manner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. It gives me the proper format. Because nothing is more annoying than when you're dealing with asking a ChatGPT, etc. Hey man, can I get a better email, or can you write me an email? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The best format is goal, return format, warnings, and context dump. So what I can do then is I can turn this into a template. Right?
Nice.
And then from there, I use one of the personas with the knowledge base to use, for example, email Eric to write me an email with the effective communication knowledge base using this prompt. And then boom, I write good emails. Very cool.
Nice.
So that's my overview of knowledge bases. And honestly, I know, I do have a relationship with the company, but I'm very grateful for this app. It saves me a lot of time. It writes much better copy. I redid my whole website's landing page copy based on personas I made and AI Hermosi. So it's pretty incredible, what you're able to do with these knowledge-based AI agents.
Yeah, and they've been doing this for a long time. I think almost 2 years now. And they're just, focused on making a knowledge-based product. So that actually makes a big difference. And that means that for your company, for your business, you can have a knowledge base that you can query, right? Just like you query ChatGPT to do research about anything, just general topics. It's great to be able to do it for your own company. And if you just try to do it in using ChatGPT, or things like custom GPTs, you will see that, you're going to get stuck with all these tokens and things like that. So you need to use a product a knowledge-based AI agent product like text Cortex to be able to load huge amounts of data. And these products also integrate with products like Google Drive and Notion. So wherever you have your knowledge base, it's just one click away from being able to talk to it. So yeah, these are great products. The next one is surprise, surprise, Jotform AI Agents.
What?
Yeah,
That's funny.
It's been a while since we demoed it.
Yeah.
Since we launched the product. But obviously, it's my favorite AI agent product because I've been working on it for over a year. And what really makes it special is like the friendliness, friendly. The faces. Our AI agents actually have human faces. We don't try to trick people into believing that you are talking to human. Like AI agents actually tell you like I'm an AI agent, but people prefer when they are talking to customer service, they prefer to have friendly, nice, people like human like AI, so that they can get good answers and have that personality.
Yeah.
So, and one of the things that makes AI just from AI agencies is that it's available on all the different kinds of channels, and we are actually working on more channels now. Once you prepare your agent, once you put in the work, like you put in your knowledge base, you can actually ask it to just crawl your website. You can talk to your AI agent to teach it. Like once you train your AI agent, you can actually use it anywhere. Like you can buy a phone number, so the people can call your AI agent. You can put a chatbot on your website. You can get like WhatsApp or Messenger, channels as well. And you can use the voice agent. You can embed a voice agent on your website if you want. If you don't want to just do a phone, and you can actually get people to install an app on the mobile phone, so they can talk to the AI agent easily to ask questions, and you can embed or just link to your AI agent, or you can even do a kiosk, right? Just put a kiosk in your reception area, and so when people are coming in, they can actually talk to it. So let's do the demo. Let's create one. Create your first AI agent. So and so while we are creating our first AI agent, we can pick one of the different channels. So it's easier to do if you want to put a chatbot on your website. We're going to actually do this. I already have the example, but we'll put this chatbot from the last demo we did. I will show that example, but let's continue and create here as well. Right, we can, for Jotform users, if you already have forms, like you can just turn those forms into AI agents. And the AI agents have the capability to be able to fill out forms while you talk to it. So it's really cool. And you can pick one of the templates. You can use this clone yourself mode to be able to like enter like information about yourself, so that it actually looks like you. Even upload your picture and it looks like you. Let's start from scratch. Let's say we are going to create an appointment form, appointment AI agent. Create an appointment request AI agent for medical practices. This agent should collect all the necessary information to schedule a health appointment, such as patient's name, address, and other contact details. And when you see things like that, it's going to actually create a form as well in the backend. So let's go ahead and create our agent. It's doing all these things in the backend right now. Create the agent, and then it's going to open the agent builder next once it completes this step. So here we are in the agent builder. So this has different modes. So our AI agent has a personality, has a face, and you can update this face. Like you can have like this more more fun looking avatars, or you can pick something else here. Maybe since this is healthcare, maybe I will pick this one. And it starts with the with just with this warm welcome message, and just if you need to make an appointment, you can just click on the request an appointment and do it. Let's test it out, right? And you can also integrate it with Google Calendar, and basically so that the appointments are made for the available times, right? So I can just type here, I want to make an appointment. To make an appointment. Or I could have just clicked here as well, right? Basically, it has a form in the backend, so it's just asking for my name. I couldn't write my name. I have a microphone here. Yeah, I mean, let's say skip. Maybe it's not. Hopefully, it's not required.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like it's right. Let's make a change here. Right. It's actually, we can actually see the form here as well, right? Sometimes people actually prefer to use the form directly as opposed to, just if the filling out the form is a long time, like just as opposed to chatting, if you prefer to fill out the form directly. So from that prompt, it actually creates this form here, you see. And basically it's going to ask all these questions here. So since it's going to take a long time, I'm going to answer all the questions, but we could always go and edit the form as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do that. Why don't we do that? On the train tab, I can enter the knowledge base, I can enter persona, actions, and I can use one of the tools like appointment. For example, right now, it's actually using an appointment tool, but it's not marked here. So as you can see, we can actually edit this form. And let's go back and open this form here. And I'm going to share that tab. Basically, it opened this right on the form builder. So I'm going to actually edit this form, right? I'm going to remove all these unnecessary fields. I think email address is enough. I don't even need the phone number, address, just the appointment, even the reason for appointments, and just make it smaller. So my form is much more smaller, and basically it's ready. It's saved. So I can go back here to the agent builder, and then I will actually do a new new preview. I say this time it's going to be much easier. I'll just select here. I want to make an appointment, right? I'll just give my name. And just email address. And that's it. The next, like 40% already completed. Just one more question. Date and time for the appointment. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Let's see if this is going to work. If it's available. All right, looks good. It scheduled the appointment, and it wants me to confirm. Yes, I confirm.
Nice.
And the form is completed. The form is, it also asked me to complete the form. There was some error, but it looks like it fixed it. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. So I made my appointment. This is good. I can go out from the preview menu. I already mentioned all these features. And one of the things that you can do is like you can actually talk to your own AI agents and train it this way as well. Like, just talk to it and like, we are closed on, let's say, Wednesdays. Now, right, I actually gave an information to my AI agent. It knows about our closing time. So basically, it added this new knowledge base added to our knowledge base. If I go to the knowledge base, business operations days, right? If I go to the knowledge base, where is maybe it's a Q&A. Oh, it actually asked for me to confirm. No, knowledge is added. Maybe I need to refresh. Let's see. Knowledge base. Yeah, it's actually here. I wasn't seeing it because I needed to refresh. Basically, closed Wednesdays knowledge base added here, and it came from teacher agent section. And like we have all these different agent types here. You can see. And one of the agents we are actually working on is the Zoom agent. So I'm only seeing it because I'm an admin, but more and more agents are going to be coming in the next days. But you can just link to your agent, or you can create a chatbot. And I'm going to also show the chatbot examples. So as we did in the last demo, I created this page, and then this web page. I created this web page, and then and it has some information here, and then I put this chatbot here, as you remember, and I only just gave it the URL of this page, and it indexed all this information, so I can actually ask information here, right? Can you tell me the pricing for the spicy burger? Yeah. So basically, it's able to get the information
Nice.
from the web page and gave me the answer. And this is actually the biggest use case we see with Jotform AI agents. Most people will use it for just put this train their AI agent, put it on their website, and people actually prefer to talk to the AI agent as opposed to browse in the website and finding the information. It's just easier to ask someone, and just makes it much easier for people. And it's also a great way to learn from what your visitors are searching for, what are types of questions they have, what kind of problems they have. You can learn all those things by just reading all those conversations happening between your visitors on your website and the AI agent. And yeah, so far so good. And that's why this is my favorite AI agent.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think this is, the thing about our product that sets it apart is there's so many customizations, and it's what leads to a good customer support experience. There's just so many different things you can do. Obviously, I think one of the key benefits that I noted was how you can actually train the agent by talking to it. I don't think that's the case for a lot of these agents. You have to you can put it in the knowledge base and that sort of thing, but just talking to it and telling it how to get better, big benefit from my standpoint. So,
and you can actually talk to it. There's a voice mode as well on Teach Your Agent, and just quickly you can talk to it and train it while you're driving or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. I personally, I'm a huge fan of going on the road, sitting in a car, whatever it is, taking advantage of the just your voice and your mind as you're moving along there. So, and you can embed it onto a website, obviously, but something that we can do in order to create a burger place website that would be interesting, or a food place. Let's give it an example of a restaurant. So, my name's Dimitri. So I think
you live in Chicago, right?
I live in Chicago, right? Chicago's known, and Chicago and people named Dimitri are known for being
Pizza.
Big fans of, oh, well, there's pizza. There's another one. I'm going to go with a funnier one. I'm going to make a gyros shop. I don't know if you're familiar with gyros, like Greek gyros. Like that actually was invented in Chicago. That was actually invented in Chicago. So make a website for a gyros restaurant called Dimitri's Gyros. Funny enough, a place actually from the suburbs of Chicago where I live is actually called Dimitri's Gyros, and it's so true. Okay, enter your business name, Dimitri's Gyros. Grab a few businesses. We make gyros and other fast food. I want it to be probably minimalistic. Gives us options as to the style. And literally, you know what it was like back in the day, making stuff on WordPress, hard coding things on WordPress, bad plugins trying to make you be able to build a custom WordPress website. And now you literally can get a nice website in the amount of time I described old WordPress, which was 30 seconds. It's grabbing the images, it's making the pages, it's making the layout. So quick, so effective. I just love AI. But this is essentially the category of AI website builders that are out there. Doesn't take too long. One critique I have of products is when they have it at 99% for longer than the rest. It's like, how's this? Maybe just have the rest of
images part. Maybe it's not finding any gyros images.
Yeah, maybe it's
trouble making,
Maybe it's trying to not make fun of me.
Right. Yeah.
It should find it. But the purpose, what would be the purpose of this? So the purpose of this is definitely a few things. One, you have a new company. You don't have the time to build out a website. I would say it makes a lot of sense to just make a website via this manner. I'm not the biggest fan of, building websites myself. I think when I've tried it before, it is a little bit frustrating to build something, to find everything, to make the copy. And I honestly do appreciate, what this does in the time saving aspect. And that's what pretty much all of these things do.
When it's easy to build a website, you can always build multiple websites and you can A/B test them, right? Try different, maybe use ads to A/B test different styles, different websites. I think it's just like opens up so many opportunities to be able to do this. It's stuck at the images.
Yeah, I was setting up another one in the background on an incognito tab, just trying to see whether it'll work. So we'll give it a couple more seconds. I opened it up in a new tab.
I told you to pick pizza.
Well, you know what? I was trying to be funny, and that did not. That kind of back landed on me. So let's see if it can figure out euros this time. If not, I'm going to be disappointed, and I'll make a pizza shop if that's what you got. If that's what it really wants me to do. Wait, no, I got it to work. Okay, cool. It just took a while. Okay, Dimitri's Gyros, save it. That's, there are chicken gyros, but see, that worked. Look at that.
Yeah, this one's correct.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, cool.
This is the cooked gyro. They're tossing it, they're seasoning it. There's onions, there's tomatoes.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty decent pick. Okay, so we got it in the wrap.
Yeah.
Mouth-watering gyros. Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Actually,
catering options. Of course we have catering options.
I love the design.
Very minimal. Wow. Testimonials. Let's check out the testimonials. Delight. Very cool. Yeah. So,
and are you able to use prompts to update it as well? Like just give it prompts to say things.
No, you can go to the edit section here, and you can kind of get started, and then this
starts. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And this even works, by the way, just for inspiration too. Even if you just need inspiration, you can use sites like this for free completely, and then if you have a website builder, just use it as inspiration. So, All right. So that's that one. We do have we do have some other ones to cover. I'd say what we can do is let's cover Manus. And then I think 6 is probably fine for the episode.
Okay.
Let's just cover Manus and that'd be it.
Yeah. So the Manus is this AI agent. Let me first show the their website first. Let's start with that. So it's the first general AI agents. So it's similar. It has some similarities to the deep research products, and the deep research products kind of make a plan and then execute it, right? What's different about Manus is that it's not just doing research. It's not just like, creating a report, but it's actually taking any kind of actions. Like, I think it has 24 or 34 different types of tools. It can write code. It can create web pages. So basically, it can do anything you want. And it does the research as well. So basically, this is like a general AI agent, and you give it a task. And I still didn't get my access, so I've been in the waiting list for a while. Still don't have the access, but we have the video from their website of a replay of their agent. Let me show that. So here, the prompt is someone wants to go to Japan for a week and with the budget, and then just create a book, HTML travel handbook with maps, attractions, descriptions, and do everything for me. So it does the research, and then from that research, it actually creates this web page for you, so that you can actually put that web page in your mobile phone or something. Always carry it with you. So it's much more flexible than a report. And you could even say you could even put this web page on online and create a web page for this way as well. So let's watch this. So the prompt was entered. So similarly, basically what it does is it's creating this to be able to do more than just a report. It's actually creating this sandbox of computer, Linux computer, and in this computer, it's just this. It's creating this folder and making a to-do list as well, and we can see the to-do list here. So it created a folder. It created this to-do text file, and put all these to-dos in it. So create a directory and research this, research that, and everything. So you know what it's going to do, and you can actually watch it on the right side. And it started doing the research, going to all these websites, making research, and all the information it finds, it's actually putting them into files and saving those files in those folders. And that's also another great thing. You can get all those files as well to see how it actually created the final result. So basically, it's and basically that's it. And this is the final. As you can see, the final step is to create this HTML file. It has all this information in it, and it created the handbook by hand. So, Manus is a great way to create your own reports, or not just reports, but be able to do many things in addition to the reports. So it's more than a researcher. It's more like an AI agent that can actually take actions. That's why they call it the general AI agent.
Yeah, no, I really love Manus. Obviously, that episode was great. I think if you want to deep dive into that, please go check it out. It was exceptional. But you always pointed out in a very good way, it's only exceptional because it takes a lot of little things that people are doing, and it's doing it. The actual product itself and the things that it is doing, maybe not that exceptional, but it's the fact that it's the only one that's gotten everything hodgepodge together, which is the interesting part about it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. Well,
Cool.
That's pretty much it, guys. It's been a good episode. We don't usually hit a full hour. This is one of the better ones in the sense that we have a good amount there. So if you guys liked any of the specific ones or want us to do another deep dive into a product or one of the categories that we just did, please make sure to do that. We have many more episodes coming. We're going to be, as I mentioned earlier, we're doing news episodes. We're doing the episodes with Ideken and I. We got podcast guests. We got use case videos. We got it all here. We are your number one source for AI agents, and the AI Agents podcast has been doing really well. So we appreciate all the support. If
it's about AI agents, we got it. We will cover it. So make sure to put it on the comments if you want us to cover anything. So just let us know. But I think this was a good episode because we covered all these, really powerful AI agents, and hopefully they're going to be useful for you as well. We'll see you the next time.
See you next time. Bye.